And of the ones that I was not working, some of them were like, you still work Saturday or Sunday. I think only like 2 of those were the full weekend off. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen this cutscene in years. When I first started playing in A Realm Reborn, there was not a setting to auto-skip cutscenes. As soon as that setting was available, I turned it on because that was just an extra load screen for my PS3 to deal with. It's like, no, I'm already behind people. You would join an instance and they would already have been gone. You're like, oh, I must be the only console player here. Okay, so now, this is the first time we've done an alliance raid, so we've got a weird HUD thing going on. We're here for story. So we're going to go hide all these people. We want everything to be below the height of my head. What's that limit break thing doing up there? Gross. Yeah, come be down there. Yeah. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Limit break now behind me. You guys don't need to know that. You don't need it. You don't need it. Okay. God, this is pretty. I've been in here a million times because I didn't know why. I don't think I've ever really appreciated it. This is shenanigans. Look at all that. Oh no, I'm gonna get sucked in. Is somebody supposed to be telling me what all this stuff is? There's no NPC. Oh god, I'm gonna get sucked in. Ah! Okay. The Pool of Folly. We're killing things, we're killing things. Now, we believe this is interior defenses under the theory that if there's big exterior defenses, there's going to be strong interior defenses, which is not how moats work, but sure. So, Sid and Graha said that we should come in here because there might be things in here more dangerous than the 8 statues outside. Why there was 8 statues instead of 12 is beyond me. I can't figure it out, man. Oh, this is going to be a late night into an early morning stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this stream will probably run until 6, maybe 7 in the morning. Yep, it might. And then Brian's going to come over and film at 8. My meeting with my brother-in-law about our game that we're developing, we moved back to this weekend so that I could have my assets kind of done. And I'm going to have breakfast with my family anyway, or dinner or something. So it's just easier for us to attach it to that because my family lives like 30 miles from me. So like, and right now they're living with them because they just moved back here from Romania. So, I'll deal with that then. So, it's like 3 a.m. I don't think it's 3. Is it already 3? No, it's only 2:20. It's not even 3 a.m. Oh, 3 a.m. Those reasonable hours. Alright, so why is there a bone dragon? Like, I was really looking forward to this. I mostly just have questions. But because there's no NPC to tell me, I'm just killing things. Am I supposed to know what all this is? I just have questions. Like, I thought this was going to explain this trial to me, but it doesn't. Where do I get this lore? Oh. Like, I wanted to know why this bone dragon came back to life. I knew it was going to come back to life, but I didn't know why. Final Fantasy III? I have to stop what I'm doing and go play a whole other game? Oh, no. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. I'm not Sevi. I'm not Preach. You can't just stop and play a whole other game in the middle of your progression. I'm not that level of legendary, guys. Alright, alright. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Hey. I could probably turn on stance. Just in case I need to be doing any tanking. There's no explanation. You guys are being serious. We're just winging it. Do I want any of this? I guess I do. Alright. Well, we got a ton of lore outside of the dungeon going into this yesterday. So for anybody that doesn't remember it, because this is like 2014 lore, and I just did it for the first time. We went down to the, oh, no, we're not ready. Please don't pull this early. Please don't pull this early. No, hold. Guys, don't pull this early. This can be a wipe. Jesus. So we went down and met with Rambos in the Saint of Cognac. And Garland Ironworks is basically going to be involved because they just want to see what Allegan stuff does, and Aether's Hand is rare. So Biggs and Wedge are here. They're supposed to be working on an engine, but they're procrastinating or something. And Sid wanted to be a part of this because he's 34 and handsome. So Rambos basically said, we're an archaeologist because some archaeologists have to Indiana Jones this. And so we're here to clear defenses so that Graha and Rambros can come in and learn from this. That's really about all I know. Alright. We're doing great. We don't need to kill that. We can stay here. Give them something to do. Otherwise, they're just standing here. So we want to stay on this. We don't need to even... I don't even need to touch that. I don't need to tank it. It's really mean of the melee DPS or the tank to grab this. Let the ranged kill it. The heal aggro, like if I slide out here, the healers can try to grab thread on that. Otherwise, they're just standing around. What a mess. So... And it tends to cause that group to go slower anyway. I bet that middle group was the melee were doing all of it. That's not nice. That's not nice. Let those auto go back to the ranged. They don't hit hard. Especially at this point, now that we're all, in theory, in good gear. This character's not. I'm down in 115, but everybody should be in 130s. 130's been handed to you. For any character that it's not their first 50. Because you should have Poetics piling in. Alright, Thanatos. I have questions about you. Who are you? So you can only be damaged by people that are invisible. And there's something about magic pots, and we don't want to have the magic pots broken because we're house sitting and the demons are coming in and trying to throw a rager or something. I don't know. I've never done this for lore. I'm a longtime story skipper. I'm just confused. And I thought, wow, you know what's cool about this story characters? I'm going to learn what's actually been happening instead of my wild assumptions that I've just been doing. So now what game do I need to stop and play? Final Fantasy... What? Is this all Final Fantasy 3? I just have so many questions. If you're in full 130s and everybody knows their rotation, and you have, especially if you have, newer jobs, Reapers, Red Mages, the first group can actually kill that boss before it comes out of Invis. We're just so overpowered at this point. It's all 3. Well, I don't know 3. They're headless horsemen that decapitated themselves. And then put themselves in pots? I know you're saying that like that's wildly informative, but just repeat that aloud to yourself real quick. Wherever you are in the world. Just mute the stream for a second. Turn it down low so that Amazon still counts you as a viewer. And then say to yourself, they're headless horsemen that decapitated themselves and now they're in pots. So obviously only the invisible people can attack the boss. And tell me how that works out. That's not a real reason. Should be dead before, as the debuff falls off. Yeah, definitely only the second group. Well, it is Final Fantasy. We went through all the more logical fantasies. It's the last one. The third time. Alright. Am I C? I'm C. It's... Alright. I thought this was gonna explain things. Like, we got to know Iceheart, and I liked it. And we're getting to know some of the Ascians, right? Like, I started paying attention to lore in Shadowbringers. So, I have a relationship with him itself. And I played Endwalker and paid attention to story. And so my relationship with Emmett Cell became so much deeper. Like, deep enough that, like, I probably should have told my wife about this man that means so much to me in the world when she leaves for work in the day and I play this game all day. And, like, I'm growing my hair out. I'm gonna dye it like Hythlodays as soon as I feel like I'm taking the leap. I've never dyed my hair. And so, yeah, I came from WoW, Chris, and so that's where my story skipping was taught. And then I was like, oh, there's so many advantages to story skipping. And then but then, like, I don't really know who Elidibus and La Brea are, outside of, like, the fact that La Brea talks to me in MSQ roulette. Like, that's it. So, yesterday, no. I don't know how time works. We're up too early. The day before yesterday? Yesterday. Yesterday? No. Wednesday. Tuesday? I don't know. This week, we met, we got to see a flash to who I believe is Thornton, because I've watched DSR Prog. And behind one shoulder, he had, like, the Ascian dressed in black, which might have been La Brea. I don't know the masks well enough, because I'm not a lore legend. And on the other side, he had Elidibus. We know it's Elidibus because Elidibus wears white, even after Labor Day. He doesn't care. And so, I'm going to stand right here. This is great. How many people are we going to lose? Let's say 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man. Who had 5? So, and so he had, like, the good Ascian and the bad Ascian giving him advice, which I thought was just fantastic. Oh, look at Meteor. If you go by these meteors too soon, these can actually just cleave the party, and you could lose people to, like, actual damage, which is just hilarious. Did we lose another 5? Oh, that's a bummer. The first meteor getting you, I get it, man. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you haven't run this in, like, 6 years. Maybe you're not paying attention. The second meteor? Come on, guys. Okay, what was that? That was like a Zelda thing. Deposit, drain energy, rise up. Was that supposed to be logical? Who are you? Who is that? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could be ready. I guess. Sure. I don't know how to get where I need to be. Oh, shortcut. Yes. Guys, this is my first time. Okay, down the crossroads. Oh, and we go. It's fine. Okay. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Phlegathon! I am Phlegathon! You have a lot of debuffs on you. Did you know in WoW? You guys talk about spaghetti code. So in WoW, in vanilla, the number of debuffs that a boss could have on them had a cap because it's all the servers could handle. And so if you put a debuff on, right? Say this death script design went on and there was already too many debuffs, it would kick the first debuff off. And so certain classes were mathematically worked out to not be allowed to use their debuffs. So imagine for a second, how many are we going to lose? How many are we going to lose? I'm going to guess one. Just one. Nobody. Oh my god, what heroes. And so you had classes like kind of like ARR Summoner that were like debuff based. That were just told to like do nothing. So this guy didn't used to be called Phlegathon? Then what am I even doing this for? I'm being touched by the hands. Okay, thank you. Not used to seeing so much spell effects? Oh, yeah. We can do this without. It doesn't matter. Okay, I think we gotta run. We lost 3 of them, but one of them was one of you guys. Chris ate it. Hey. That's funny. Now this can be killed before the second flare goes off. Hey, Flag. You call that a labyrinth? You call that a labyrinth? I didn't even have to make a maze choice, left or right. That kills a lot of people when you're here for like Moogle Tomestones or something and people are trying to blast it. Especially if there's like Blue Mage groups. Oh, Blue Mage groups make things real fun. Here you go. Almost complete. Okay, so no more comms going out today because I want my comms to go out to a job that needs the experience from it. We're going to be selfish on the comms. Well, no, that only makes sense if I'm going to run something else. Oh my god, look at all that winning. We were so close to beating the flare. No, it's fine. No need to wipe over it. Oh there, Meteor! I'm very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldesian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. No, I had like 23 friends. It was crazy. A giant man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegathon, not Acheron, Phlegathron. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. You gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have certainly, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire.
It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allagan's extraordinary technology.
Chief, you need to see this. Well, well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not been beaten through a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now.
Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Cognac's Find for the present, and plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet.
Was that an intentional rhyme?